day, learners. Today is another day, and I am excited to discuss with you this new topic I prepared. I also have new and exciting activities ready for you. So, I am again Teacher Roj, welcoming you in this new video discussion in organization and management. I am happy to serve and to teach you. Okay, so our subject is organization and management. Alright, so to start with, I have few reminders first before our discussion. So, my reminders are, first, you must be ready. You must be ready with your modules and learning activity sheets. Second, you must have to have your study notebook. And of course, third, your ball pens. My second reminder is, of course, to be attentive for this discussion. Proceeding to, let me present to you my learning competency. So our learning objective is adopt effective rewards system. So it comes from DepEd, so that is why there's a code. But since our objective is broad, I have to subtask it into identify different effective rewards system. So what is this objective all about? So we will be only talking about the different type or kind of reward system instead of discussing more about its advantages and disadvantages. We will again focus on knowing the different reward system. Okay, can you read it again? Our objective.
Adopt effective reward system. Subtask. Identify different effective reward system.
Okay, thank you, Nekder. Okay, so I want you to prepare your study notebook and your ball pens for this first activity or our initiating activity if you have prior knowledge about our objective. So there is our direction. Okay, so what are you going to do is to identify only as monetary reward or non-monetary reward the objects that I'll be presenting to you later. Okay, so I'll be presenting to you some objects and then you have to identify the object as to monetary and non-monetary rewards. So for number 1, this is the first object. By the way, I'll be giving you 15 seconds only to think and write for the answers. Okay, so for number 1, this is payslip. Okay, so what is a payslip? This reflects my net pay, my monthly salary, my deductions. So this is a payslip, and I'll presented to you. Again, this reflects my monthly salary. Okay. Next, we have this. Medals. These are the medals we received with my sisters way back in elementary, high school, and college years, since we are all honor students. So identify this one for number 2. Okay, you only have 5 seconds left. Okay. Next, we have this. Certificates. Certificate of honors. These are the certificates my sister received during her senior years in FCIC Bye-Bye. So, what are these? Are these monetary or non-monetary? Okay, you only have 5 seconds left. Okay, for number 4 is 100 peso bill. So this is my promise to my students. If they can produce a good advertisement in one of my subject in organization management way back 2019-2020. So if they can present to me a good advertisement, so I'll give this 100 peso bill to them. So luckily, they presented a good advertisement, so I made my promise. For number 5, we have here the GSIS or Government Service Insurance System retirement packages. The other one, we have the plans, the retirement fee and insurance given to that will be given to the employees after their retirement. So we have retirement fees, they have plans and insurance or pensions. So the sample presented are what? That is for number 5. Are these monetary rewards or non-monetary rewards? Okay, you only have 5 seconds left. Alright, so that's all for all the items for our initiating activity. So let us proceed by checking your answers. Okay, so salary or the monthly salary is a monetary reward. Next are the medals. Medals are, of course, non-monetary reward. Next is the certificates. These are non-monetary rewards. Number 4, 100 peso bill is a monetary reward. And number 5, we have pensions, retirement fees, and plans are monetary rewards. Okay. So I hope everybody got all the 5 correct answers for our first activity. Okay, so finally we've reached to our proper discussion. So along the way, we will be encountering unfamiliar words. So for this slide, I will be presenting few words which are unfamiliar to us. Of course, these are technical terms in business. In English, these words have 2 or more different meanings. So I'll be presenting this one to you through definition of terms. So the first word is organization. So what is this organization? Okay, can you read?
Organization, an organized body of people with a particular purpose, especially a business, society, association, etc. The act of forming or establishing something.
Okay, so thank you, Isa. So what is organization? First, this is an organized body of people. So what is this organized body of people? Okay, this one. That means there are people who have been part of an organization. Okay, so like for example, in a company, there is a president, vice president for sales, vice president for production, vice president for marketing. So this one is an organized body of people, and that is organization. Another definition of organization is the act of forming or establishing something. So this one, actually the word there is organized, which is verb. So this one, after the forming or establishing something, of course, that is organization already. So establishing something is organization or organizing something. Okay. Next word is promotion. So promotion is the publication of a product, organization, or venture so as to increase sales or public awareness. Another thing, it is a raise in pay or stature, or it is a way to raise the profile or attention of something. So what does this mean? First, we have the publication of a product. So like for example, this one, pants. That means when you see promotion, they are making advertisement to make their products familiar to people. So that is publication of product. Another thing, our very own Cuatro Island, Mala Boracay sa ganda ng white sand. That is one way of promoting our tourist spots here in Inupacan. So I know that we are familiar with these four islands here. So actually our island, Cuatro Islas, is already shown in Saksi. Okay, so that is one way to let the tourists know that we have beautiful spots here in Inupacan. So that is promotion. That means we are letting everyone know about our products or our spots or our sales for public awareness. So that is the first definition for promotion. Another one is a raise in pay or stature, or it's a way to raise the profile or attention of something, like this one, promotion. That means from being a manager, you will be promoted to vice president, for example. Okay, that means from step 1 to step 2. So you leveled up into another step. So that is promotion. The third word or term is reward. Reward is, can you read?
Reward. Gift, prize, or recompense from God. Service or achievement which may have a motivating effect on the employee.
Okay, so this reward is our gift or prize or recompense from merit. Service or achievement which may have a motivating effect on the employees. For example, what are these examples of rewards? Certificate of honor. So, for example, this one, honor student. So, this is one way of rewarding. No? Another, incentive. So, giving gifts to our employers if they work hard. Another thing is money, of course, the very basic reward for a hard work. So, these are rewards, samples of rewards, monetary or non-monetary, cash or non-cash. Okay, so we are now on lesson 8, which is the rewards system. Okay, so this time we will be knowing more the different reward systems. Okay, so the first reward system is monetary rewards, which is rewards which pertains to money, finance, or currency. So, when we say monetary, this talks about money. Okay, speaking of money, I have here the newest generation currency coin series. So, we have here the 20 peso coin, 10, 5, 1, 2 centavos. So, this is the new generation of currency for coins. But are you also aware of what is the first coin produced in the Philippines? Well, I will let you know. So this is the first coin in the Philippines. So this is called the barilla, a crude bronze or copper coin worth about 1 centavo. This was the first coin struck in the country. The Filipino term barya, so therefore this word barya comes from barilla, which is the first coin produced in the Philippines. Okay, so I hope you learned something new today, that this barya term comes from barilla. So talking of coins, since coins is a monetary reward, of money, a finance, and a currency, so one of the type of reward system is monetary rewards, which talks about money. Okay. So, talking about monetary rewards, there are also some types of monetary rewards. So, the first one is pay salary. Okay, this one. So, this is financial remuneration given in exchange for work performance that will help the organization attain its goals. Examples of is weekly, monthly, or hourly pay, piecework compensation, and etc. Actually, pay and salary could be gained weekly, monthly, or hourly pay, or piecework compensation. To discuss more, I have here a situation. Miss Sultan works at Aura's store. Okay, so I know you're familiar with Aura. So she is paid 50 pesos per hour. If Miss Sultan timed in at 8 a.m. and supposed to time out at 4 p.m., yet took an overtime of 2 hours, how much will her salary for that day? Okay, so try to solve. Here. So Miss Sultan timed in at 8 a.m. Timed out at 6 p.m. So supposed to be the regular time is only 8 hours. So Miss Sultan should time out at 4 p.m. Yet she timed out at 6. So she got an overtime of 2 hours. So therefore 8 plus 2, she worked for 10 hours and her rate per hour is 50. Therefore, her total pay for that day is, yes, it's 500 pesos. Same as do with the other examples. Okay, so for example, Miss Arong timed in at 7:30, timed out at 12:30. So there's a regular time for 5 hours with no overtime. So she worked for 5 hours and her rate per hour is 50 pesos. So therefore, her total pay is 250. Okay, that is only for that day. How much more for weekly, monthly, and I don't know if there is yearly, but I guess the longer is monthly pay. So that is for salary. We are talking about money for the hours worked. The next one is benefits. Okay, can you read?
Monetary rewards, benefits, in direct forms of compensation given to employees or workers for the purpose of improving quality of their work and personal lives. Healthcare benefits, retirement benefits, educational benefits, and other are examples of this.
Okay, thank you, Isa. So we see benefits, these are indirect forms. That means these are not money given right away to the workers, employees, or workers for the purpose of improving quality of their work and personal lives, like healthcare benefits, retirement benefits, educational benefits, and others are examples of this. Okay, so I mentioned to you a while ago that there are some plans in some other companies offered to some of the employees. So those are the benefits. Actually, those are benefits. Retirement benefits, retirement fees are benefits. Educational benefits, those are benefits that an employee might get from the company. Okay, so as the example, so we have here the employee benefits. So you can have free breakfasts, social security, the SSS, the employee allowance, insurance, vacation pay. So these are some of the benefits that an employee might get in a company. Okay. So indirect, not given directly, the money that will not be given right away to the employee from the employer, from the company. Okay. So another thing, example or benefits, the supplemental pension benefits for the policemen. Okay, we have policemen. So we have the purpose of the pension benefits to provide retirement benefits which would allow members to retire from these professions and pursue other career opportunities. And the plan is designed to target retirement at age of 55 with 20 years of service. So this is according to my research only, that a policeman can retire at the age of 55. I don't know if this is still the system in the present times, and also if they can render 20 years of service, so they can retire and they will be receiving retirement fees or retirement benefits. So that is a benefit. Okay, these are not money given right away. Like for example, once you get into that company and then you will be told that you will receive retirement fee, of course you have to wait until you will retire, then you can gain the benefits. So that is benefits. Still a money, of course, it's still money. Meals are still money in a way that you have to pay for your meals, like only that the company pay for the meal. Okay, so those are samples of benefits. Okay, so the next monetary reward is this. So what does this picture show? Okay, so you can see there an employee. Let us say she's tired, and of course the employer is trying to give something to the employee or to her. Okay, so the next monetary reward is incentives. So what is this incentives? So these are rewards that are based upon a pay for performance philosophy. It establishes a baseline performance level that employees or groups of employees must reach in order to be given such reward or payment. So examples, we have bonuses, merit pay, and sales incentives. So when we say incentives class, for example, in sales, we have here the employer trying to give us an incentive if we can reach the quota. Like if you can sell 50 lipsticks for a day, then you will be receiving additional of 500 pesos for your salary in that day. So that is an incentive. Okay. Another monetary reward is executive pay. So what is this executive pay? Kindly read.
Executive
Executive
pay.
pay.
A compensation
Compensation
package
package.
for
For
executives
executives
and organizations
organizations
which
which
consist of
consist of
5
5
components:
components.
basic
Basic
salary,
salary,
bonuses,
bonuses,
stock,
stock,
plans,
plans,
and
and
benefits.
benefits.
Okay, so thanks, Jonami. So when we say executive pay, we have here, of course, the employees have their salaries, their bonuses, their incentives, so as with the employer. So we have, or the bosses. So we have the executive compensation. So when we say executive pay, these are the compensations good for the executives. So we have here executive salaries, executive benefits, executive prerequisites or perks, annual executive incentives and bonuses for the bosses and or for the presidents, performance incentives, long-term versus short-terms, or any incentives. So they also have their own compensations. They will be also provided. They also have their salaries. So when we're talking about executive pay, these are the pays for the executives. Okay. So this one. So here are the employees and of course the employer. Okay. Reward is stock options. So what are the stock options? These are plans that grant employees the right to buy a specific number of shares of the organization's stock at a guaranteed price during a selected period of time. So we say stock options. For example, I have been working in a company for how many years, and then I was asked to buy a specific number of shares in that company. And so if I have the money and based on my thinking, I want to buy the share. So because that is um, one of the grants of the employer to the employees, that they could have the chance to buy a specific number of shares in their company. So like Vice Ganda and Kim Cho, I don't know if this is true, but I have been hearing this most of the time. And as to give an example, they are investing money in ABS-CBN, and that is why they're not leaving the company because they have shares. They're paying or they're buying some shares of the company. So, although they're employees, they also were offered to buy some shares and they're investing money for that. So, in a long time, there will be some it will come to the point that they will become the bosses in that ABS-CBN company. So that is stock options. We also have the chances as employees to buy a share, a specific share of that organization where we are working. Okay, that is stock options. Next is, okay, so we are done for the first type of reward system, that is monetary, which is all about money. Now let's go to non-monetary rewards. So what do you think is non-monetary rewards? So non-monetary rewards do not pertain to money, finance, or currency. This refers to intrinsic rewards that are self-granted and which have a positive psychological effect on the employee who receives them. So, okay, so the first non-monetary reward is award. So when you say award, this is non-monetary reward that may be given to individuals or groups or teams for meritorious service or outstanding performance. So instead of giving cash, we can give trophies, medals, or certificates of recognition that would be given instead of cash or extrinsic rewards. Okay. So, like for example, if you are an honor student, so we can give academic medals for you. Or if you are an outstanding employee, so we can give trophies or a certificate for your work hard, or for being an honor student. So these are simple uh, awards except instead of giving cash to the employee or to someone who has been working hard or achieving something. Okay, so that is awards. Next is praise. So what is this praise? A form of non-monetary, still non-monetary, intrinsic reward given by superiors to their subordinates when they express oral or verbal appreciation for excellent job performance. So, praise is an oral or verbal appreciation. So, like for example, Samantha, I like the visuals you chose in your presentation. They do a great job of highlighting the most important points. Another, Jordan, I'm glad to see your attention to detail has improved. Well done. I didn't see any typos or grammatical errors in your report. Now that I know you can do it, I hope to see this every time. So, these are simple phrases that could give confidence to our employees. So, when we say praise, these are verbal expressions of appreciations or appraisals to our employees. Okay, so that's it for our discussion both on monetary and non-monetary rewards. Generally, what are the two types of reward system? So we have monetary rewards and non-monetary rewards. So what are the types of monetary rewards? We have pay or salary, benefits, incentives, executive pay, and of course the stock options. While the non-monetary rewards are award and praise. Okay, so we are done with our discussion. Kindly get your study notebook and your ball pens for our first activity. Okay, you read the direction and of course our statement. Okay, so our statement is, which would you prefer, monetary rewards or non-monetary rewards? So after answering this one, I'll be collecting right away your answer. Then I will flash it since I collected some of the answers already. Okay, so here are the answers from my students. So according to Abby said, she wants non-monetary rewards because it is easy and straightforward. and we can get our needs directly. While Isa said, I must prefer monetary rewards because it has the soul of purpose, which is to benefit associates for wonderful job performance through money, including bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Okay, while Phyllis said, for me, I can prefer both because it depends to the person that want to reward you. It's either monetary or non-monetary reward. I will accept anything that I will receive. Okay. Then we also have from Dave, non-monetary because non-monetary incentives are designed to recognize a special achievement or the completion of something that enhances an employee's job performance or value to a company. Next, we also have from Vanessa, I would prefer to non-monetary rewards because it is more complex than some extra cash, with a whole range of options to choose from such as merchandise, travel, experience, and gift vouchers or cards. Non-monetary awards tend to come with the promise of an opportunity. These opportunities can include extra annual leave, leaving early on a Friday, flexible working, or the best parking spot for a month. Non-monetary rewards allow employers to get creative with the rewards they offer and as a result can often have a higher perceived value to your employee. Okay, that is from Vanessa. While Nicodemus said, I prefer non-monetary reward because it is more memorable and have an optional value and invested employee will always find a non-cash reward or non-monetary reward more memorable and emotionally valuable. So that those are the answers from my students. Okay, so if we will are to analyze, most of the answers are non-monetary. Why do you think? So in some cases, psychologists also have their statement for that. So according to psychologists, cash bonuses have long been one of the primary incentives offered to employees. Yes. However, now employees are more interested on non-cash bonuses or non-cash incentive. Why? Because non-cash incentives, however, have the potential to be much more effective. Unlike bonuses, which are easily taken for granted, non-financial incentives stand out as rewards. Okay, so we can also say that one because in the answer of the students, they are particular with non-cash incentive. And also the psychologist said that there's a really big difference between non-cash incentives than cash incentives. Okay. Particularly in travel incentives, they can offer some exciting destinations and unforgettable experiences, and those are memorable to the employee. Okay, so let us now go to activity 2. So we're done with activity 1, let's go to activity 2. Okay, for activity 2, let us go back with my pre-assessment or my initiating activity. A while ago, I told you to identify this with monetary reward or non-monetary reward. This time, you get to read the direction for our activity 2. Okay, so for number 1, I hope you understand our direction. Okay, so kindly identify this. What kind of monetary or non-monetary? So again, we have my payslip. Okay, so okay. For number 2, medals. So your 15 seconds starts. Okay, you only have 5 seconds left. Okay, for number 3, certificates. Okay, you only have 5 seconds left. Then number 4. This. Yes. Okay. Now you only have 6 seconds left. Okay, number 5 is this. Alright, so you only have 5 seconds left. Okay, so we're done. Let us now check your answers. So, for number 1, it's a pay or salary. Number 2, it's an award. Number 3 is also awards. Number 4 is incentives. And number 5, it's benefits. Okay. Okay, so you get your study notebook and your ball pens for our post-assessment. This is now our quiz. Okay, so thank you so much for listening for our discussion. So you can get again your study notebook and your ball pens for our quiz for today. So kindly read the direction and understand. Okay, so for each item, I will give you, since there are 5 items, I will give you 5 minutes to answer all the items.
And now we move on to the medal ceremonies of the third Ramon El Presidente Fernandez. Let us now welcome our medalists. In third place, and the winner of the bronze medal, Vietnam. Congratulations to Vietnam, the winner of the bronze medal. In second place, and the winner of the silver medal, Thailand. Winner of the gold medal and the 30th Southeast Asian Games champion for the basketball competition men's division, Republica ng Pilipinas. Gintong medalya, Pilipinas. Would like to request the coaches of our teams to please join their respective teams for the ceremony.
Alright, so number 2.
And now we move.
Okay, number 3. Okay, number 4. And number 5. Okay, so thank you so much for answering our quiz. So you will know your answer after checking your quiz. But before that one, you also have to submit your quiz to me during the retrieval and distribution of the modules. So I will let you know your scores. So this time, this is your assignment. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to our discussions, and I hope you learned something from our topic. God bless.